Hi guys, Daniel Hastings here, David Geary with me for the March video blog for 2018. I guess we're seeing continued interesting market changes in the marketplace at the moment. Would you agree, Dave?
100%.
And you've certainly rustled up some stats around that as well.
Have. So some interesting stats that came out recently, Guy, and this is throughout Wollongong Regional as well, in relation to the medium housing price, so not the middle, but the actual medium of the prices. And I grabbed some stats out of Woonona, Wollongong and Fig Tree just to give you a variation of where things are changing. And it's funny, over the last 12 months, Woonona was about 12 months ago, about $805,000 for their median price. It went up to as high as $920, right, which is quite high. It actually has come back a little bit now to the 900s to date. And that market has been noted just in some of the websites we've been looking at, saying it's a fluctuating marketplace. In other words, they're not sure where the price is going exactly. It hasn't changed, which is a great thing. It's probably still saying the same stats as we saw before.
It's only gentle, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's only very, very gentle. Houses are still selling out at Woonona, and it's good for both buyers and sellers. Woonona's stats went up as high as 735, but about 12 months ago it was 695,000. The other one we looked at was Wollongong. Wollongong, from 12 months ago as well, was around 800,000 actually is the median pricing. And that changed and went up to about as high as 900, and now it's back at 880. So there is a bit more of a variation in the city, maybe because there's more stock in there as well. And basically, and the market was reasonably fluctuating in that as well, the variations were there. So the other area was Fig Tree.
Always an interesting marketplace.
It's interesting because there's a lot of property in Fig Tree.
A lot of property, big actual individual suburb as well, and a bit of variance on the type of price brackets too, I would suggest.
Oh, definitely. So, but they've actually forecast, Daniel, that market's going to be fairly level in the Fig Tree area. The market hasn't fluctuated a lot in there, and they think it'll be fairly level and level peak for the rest of the year up there as well.
And I mean, I think Fig Tree is a good litmus test for the region. For the reasons we spoke about before, big suburb, a wide price range. You've got some relatively affordable, some very much high end, and maybe that's a good indication for the Illawarra as a whole. I think that's that's my theory. We'll see if it comes through with the crystal ball stuff, but it'd be going to be interesting times in the near future as well. Great.
Also, guys, I just thought you'd be aware of that. There's been some recent awards going out in the real estate industry, and completely new of us. Dan's going to give us a bit of a brief on that.
Actually, it's an interesting site if you're actually looking for agents in particular. It's a site called ratemyagent.com.au. Very much an independent site, and they literally rank in various ways, be it sales numbers, sales price volume, and also they attract testimonials as well, so people can give their honest opinion on agents as well. And for the last 2 years now, it's not just for 2018 but also for 2017, MMJ Wollongong was awarded the award for Wollongong, so it's something we're very pleased with. And as I was getting at, it doesn't just count for the number of sales, but also counts for the number of testimonials, etc., and star ratings that both an agent and also an agency get.
So that star rating is like a positive comment.
5-star rating. So we always seem to rank very close to the 5-star thereabouts, and so both for 2017, 2018 we got the Wollongong Award, and there's also an individual award. So I happen to get the individual award as well for Wollongong. So I guess while we're pleased to get an award, I think it probably more importantly it shows that we're active. And I guess if you're looking for an agent, you want agents that are active in front of people. If you're in front of people, as long as you're looking up to your database, which we tend to do, you've got a really healthy buyer list to be falling back onto. So from that point of view, very pleased that we could get that award and that recognition. And I think it's onwards and upwards from here. Looking forward to seeing if we can retain that award for the next year as well.
And I think it tells for us, for anyone even looking for a real estate agent, that it's people are actually happy with what we're doing. All right, they're giving us positive feedback, saying that we've performed well, we've gotten the best price. It's always the best net price as well. People also always think the cheapest agent's the best agent, but they're not. It's the person that gets you the best net result. Very, very important. And
Yeah, sometimes we might be, I say this often in presentations, sometimes we might be a couple of $1,000s dearer in selling costs compared to many other agencies. But the argument is, that's usually in regards to investment in the campaign, not necessarily in our pocket.
Some agents look after the marketing themselves, but they never seem to get the best net result.
And that's because you simply can't give the appropriate exposure that a property ideally needs to actually get that best result. So if we cost $2,000 more in general selling costs, but we're getting you, let's say, $10,000 more, which isn't a huge amount in the grand scheme of things.
That's probably conservative.
It's conservative, you know, so I'm really not sort of beating it up too much here. Then it's worth the investment. I think most people, if you doubled your investment, you'd be happy. Well, I'm talking about a 5-fold investment there as a very conservative example. So, you know, maybe it involves things like stronger media, maybe it involves furniture hire, those sort of things. We're prepared to have those conversations, not just to look like, you know, we don't want to just be the cheapest agent. We want to give you the right strategies and the right means to get you the best possible result at the end of the day. Yeah,
100%. All right.
I think that's it.
That's a wrap. Thanks for hearing us again, guys.
See you next month.
See ya.
Cheers.